Hey guys, it's your boy ST back with another video. Today I'm gonna react to the second dev talk that Treyarch developers made, and I'm gonna give my opinion about it because I saw it for a little bit, and I will say the answers are mostly idiotic. They are the most basic and simplest answers that Treyarch chose to crop and answer, and made my head hurt because after after a whole year of a bad game, they chose the simplest answers about the next game and they ignored the the important ones. Like, I don't know if it's intentional or not. I'm sure it is because the editor of the team must have seen the answers. I mean, it can't just be a coincidence. Also, I want to point out, hear me losing my words. Just so you know, I'm warning you, English is my second language. Cut me some slack here, and they are not very good. Okay. I will try to do the reaction videos on the channel, like mainly without a script, because I want them to be as real as possible. When I make a script, I'm doing for my commentaries. I I'm doing it in a whole other way. Like, I'm preparing the day before to make a video in the day after, if you get what I mean. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. So this is it, the dev talk, the second dev talk that they did, and let's let's play the video because I have very mixed feelings about it.
I'm Brittany Perella, Senior Producer at Treyarch.
Matt Schrontz, Design Director, back again to answer some of your questions. Let's get right into it.
Will map pacing be different or better than Black Ops?
Okay, before they continue, let's talk about the map pacing. Like, first of all, this question is fucking idiotic. Like, I get it. BO6 and BO7 are two different games. Okay, doesn't matter if they're good or not. Like, after since they said before that BO7 is gonna have a a different version of Omni movement, like an upgraded version. It's obviously that with that in mind and the new maps, the pacing will change as well. So, first of all, this question is very idiotic. It shouldn't be here. It's just it just took a slot. It could be this guy that wrote this question could have answered a more could have said a more not a more like he could have said a different question entirely, like is the camo grind gonna be long or not, or something like that. I do not know what they have to say.
Black Ops 7 is a brand new game, and with that comes brand new maps. We're bringing 18 multiplayer maps at launch and an evolution of...
Okay, first of all, you didn't have they didn't have to mention that they have to they will bring 18 new maps. They did it because well it's marketing, because someone who doesn't have like too many social media to follow them around, they're gonna see the video on YouTube and will say like, okay, 18 new maps, wow, that's very nice. And also I want to point out that the maps that they are going to bring are very idiotic. Like, fucking hell, four face of maps, come on. I prefer to play in a map like Stonehaven from Call of Duty Ghosts than play in a map like, I do not know, Stakeout.
Omni movement. So
But
with
let's
that comes
continue.
a little bit of a change in pace. And of course, our maps have accounted for that.
We wanted to make sure we were giving players a chance to catch their breath before they jump right into the next engagement.
Yeah, sure about that. I'm very sure that the players are gonna catch their breath. Okay. Man, some of the questions that they're answering are pretty stupid, but I'm 100% sure that they take in consideration, when they make these face-off maps, they take in consideration only the players. Like, it's a 6v6, but you're going to have a bit more ground to take a breather than like a map like Stakeout from BO6. But at the same time, they can't not they can't, they don't include the fact that all the enemy team, after dying, can spam grenades and literally kill you once you spawn in the next life. I'm just saying, they don't including. They've said something similar about the Stakeout map. I remember a post that I saw on Twitter that they said something similar about the Stakeout map. And once BO6 came out, you see how brain rot and idiotic was this Stakeout map. You couldn't even react once three enemies threw a grenade at your location.
More 3-lane maps, please.
Oh, we got you. All of our maps we design from the start with 3 lanes in mind, and then sometimes we'll break those rules if we think there's something really.
Okay, I won't say something bad about that they want to break, like to have a more leeway on the 3-lane maps, okay? Because I personally think a map, even if it's 3 lanes or not, if it has good flow to it, okay? Hear me out a bit. I've learned to play on maps because my first Call of Duty was Call of Duty Ghosts. Okay. I've learned to play on maps that have not 3 lanes, and I personally don't care if the maps are 3-lane or not. I personally care if the maps have great flow to them. If you can move around freely or not. If you can move around freely on the map, but not too much, like find the middle ground to move like freely if you go right here, but you can go up here, if you get what I mean. So 3-lane or not, all the maps could be dog shit, but I do not care if they are 3-lane or not, okay? All the maps could be dog shit. I could care less about that. If they have great flow, I will enjoy them just as much as I enjoyed some of the Call of Duty Ghosts map. Okay.
fun or unique. We're definitely focusing on path clarity and really just getting back to the fundamentals of that treyarch design style.
Yeah, that treyarch design style. I'm going, yeah, all the people that got out of BO6 and the player numbers have dropped dramatically. They're gonna have to see it with their own eyes. Okay, I'm sorry to say that, but they are not going to trust her or him about that. They are going to have to see that with their own eyes, just to believe you, because as a studio, you have lost not only your identity, but you have lost the most of the trust of your player base. Okay.
Can we get more colorful maps like we used to back in the day?
Yes, we can. I think we've seen
More colorful maps. Man, who cropped these questions? Come on. Colorful maps? With all that happened during BO6's year, your concern is colorful maps. If you want to have fucking colorful maps, let me give you a hint. Go to your graphics card settings, press the game that you're playing, and fix the saturation. That's one way to get the map to be more colorful. Like, who hired the guy to cut the questions? Because I'm sure they didn't cut the questions by themselves. They have some other guy to cut them. And I'm like, fuck, man. Answer some real fucking questions here. We're not even half through the video and the questions are downright bad. Like, okay, I get it. I wanted the colorful maps too. I'm not not gonna say that I like the maps better when they were using the MW2 2022 style. But at the same time, the BO6 had plethora of issues, and instead of answering one, and instead of writing one of those issues and hope that your question makes the final cut to the dev talk, you answered that you wanted colorful maps. Think about it for a bit. Sometimes they're saying that the Call of Duty community is the stupidest community ever. I'm starting to believe that every day that I'm seeing these fucking questions. Like, you can't get enough with them. I mean, like, come on, man. Colorful maps. We all want colorful maps. That's obvious. But if the game has fucking 100 problems waiting right behind it, it's not going to be this thing. It's not going to be our concern about it. About
some of that through the direct and some of the map videos that we've put out. Maps like Homestead and looking up and seeing the Aurora Borealis up in the
like, yeah, okay, the Borealis here, it's very, very nice map. It has great color to it. Okay, I'm gonna say that. But since we saw how the maps were going to look like, and the dev talk is months away from the leak, from the leaks that they show, like the maps and stuff. Like they show boreals and stuff. You can't fucking ask a question about maps. You see it with your own eyes that the maps are obviously colorful, more colorful than BO6's maps. They have more color to them. Okay.
Guy is really awesome in Black Ops 7.
Are face-off and gunfight coming back?
Okay, I'm not gonna answer it. I'm not gonna answer that. I'm gonna say it straight up. Face-off and gunfight should get out of Call of Duty and never come back. One, because face-off during like BO6, yes, BO6, promote this brain rot playstyle. We had it already during MW3, where all the players that wanted to try their asses wanted to try hard their asses went and played Nuketown shipment 24/7, and they made out all, and they made different variations of shipment just because all the people were on this map all the time. And Face Off with the next Call of Duty BO6 promote this idiotic playstyle, because Face Off was supposed to be a version of gunfight, but they said no. Okay, we will do Face Off 2v2 and 6v6. Gunfight was either 1v1 or 2v2 back in MW 2019. Like, it's Face Off, it's basically gunfight with 6 people on each team, and it's promoting brain rot playstyle because it has small maps and you can't get away from small maps most of the time, because even if you put rotational maps, you're gonna get in one of the Face Off maps eventually. And I'm just gonna say that those two modes are needed to get the fuck out of the game. They are ruining the game.
Never went away for us, so
For
sure,
me.
they are coming back. We're trying to make sure that some of those maps that maybe just were specifically for a gunfight or a face-off in the past, we want to really try to make sure that those maps can serve more purposes.
Yeah, some of our first face-off maps in Cold War, like Diesel, were tailored for Core 6v6, gunfight, and face-off. Similar to what we've seen in Black Ops 6 with Nomad, those maps that can be played for multiple modes as well has gotten a lot of success. So we're trying to really bring those same principles to these designs.
Are we getting more medium-sized maps?
Yeah, so we're gonna have more medium or standard size 6.
Why, man? Why the question? Am I the only one that I guess it says multiplayer maps. I guess you can't deny the fact that they are talking about multiplayer maps, but okay, man, they're not doing anything good with that. I mean, who cares about the maps too much? Obviously, we all care about the maps. I mean, come on, man. You can do a dev talk about something important and you chose maps?
These 6 maps at launch.
Some of the learnings that we took from Black Ops 6 and applied to Black Ops 7 was looking at the size of our maps in general. So in Black Ops 7, we'll have fewer tiny maps and fewer larger maps. How many small maps at launch?
So you've got 4 maps that are specifically designed for both face-off, gunfight, and Core 6v6 modes. So we're really focusing on making sure those are.
So wait, what did this say again?
So in Black Ops 7,
4 maps that are specifically designed for both face-off, gunfight, and Core 6v6 modes.
So 4 out of 18 maps are gonna be face-off, gunfight, but also at the same time 6v6. Like, and when I see people that are saying on Twitter like, oh, you stop saying that it's brain rot. Like, man, they are basically saying it, but with more fancy words. It's basically a brain rot mode face-off and gunfight. Like, come on, man. Okay, that's fucking disappointed. Like, I'd prefer all the 18 maps to be new and very large. But I prefer the maps to be larger than usual. The more than to play like in tiny face-off maps like Nuketown and Shipment.
So we're really focusing on making sure those are intentional for launch.
Yep. And one of my personal favorites, Blackheart, you'll be able to play in the beta coming up soon.
Are we getting more Black Ops 2 remasters?
We are going to get some more Black Ops 2 remasters. I don't want to give away too many spoilers.
More Black Ops 2 maybe, okay, maybe he's talking about the post-launch content. Okay. I guess 1 or 2 BO2 remaster maps cannot hurt, but at the same time, where are the new ideas? Where are the new maps? Those BO2 remaster maps were good because they were new. Most of them were new. You're just basically farming maps from your old Call of Duties at this point, because you can't think of a single new map.
But I have been reading the replies, and some of you have guessed correctly. Will there be Black Ops 2 competitive maps for CDL?
Yes, there will be. So you've already seen Raid and Express, and we are expecting to have some more coming out post-launch.
Yep. Well, it's always a conversation with our partners at CDL on what maps are going to end up being in the pool. We would absolutely love to see some of those Black Ops 2 remasters, and I will say that one of the ones that is coming back for the first time since Black Ops 2 was a competitive map in Black Ops 2. It was played in Search and Destroy, and I'll leave you with that little teaser.
One of my favorites will have you thinking you're the best in the game. Doors, question mark.
In Black Ops 7 multiplayer, there are no manual doors. We do have some automatic doors, just like we did in Black Ops 2. Shout out Drone, if you remember that, bit of a deep cut. At the start of development, our goal was to drastically reduce the number of manual doors we had in our maps. About halfway through, we did a door count, and I think we had about 6.
6 or 7. Yeah.
6 doors. So then we had a door meeting.
Did they replay this interview over and over again? They did a door meeting about fucking doors. He's trying to be fun. Give him a round of applause, everyone. Come on. Yeah, he deserved it. Fucking door meeting about doors. Come on, man. There's a door. Unfucking believable, man. Trying to sound funny, like, come on. We did a door meeting about doors. Come on, man. Plus, what he said before, I don't even think that BO2 had the doors. I don't remember Black Ops 2, the original, the OG Black Ops 2, having doors. The only game that I remember that had sliding doors that automatically opened was BO4. Just to point that out.
And we said,
Behind closed doors.
behind closed doors. And then I kicked the door down and I said, let's delete all of these doors. So no manual doors in Black.
Man, stop with the fucking door jokes. I thought this was a fucking fucking map meeting. Come on. And you're answering questions about doors?
Black Ops 7 multiplayer. What can we expect for post-launch support?
Well, players usually want maps, so I'm told.
Yep, I want maps.
I'm going to cut it here because I'm not going to. I'm gonna keep watching it until the end. We don't have too much left. Thank God. What they don't understand though is that maps only cannot fill the fill the space of a post launch support. For proper post launch support, you at least need maps, maybe some weapons, or some aftermarket parts, and camos. The most MW we say we the COD community the COD community loved the MW3's post-launch support because it had not only the maps where some of them were very good, because fucking hell, come on, because it had great camos as well with the post-launch support. You had to do challenges to earn the camos. And after that, if you didn't like complete the event, you couldn't unlock the camo anymore. And they have the mindset that they think that the only thing that will keep the players in the game is maps. Like, yeah, that is part of it, but you at least need to do maps, a camo, some weapons, or some aftermarket parts. If it has, I do not know. I'm just saying. That's a great post-launch support. The one that I've speaked of.
And of course, we've got a lot of new maps coming up.
In addition to maps, of
New maps. Let me guess. The new maps are going to be BO2 Black Ops 2 remasters. Did I guess right? Wait, what? I'm predicting the future. Okay, we'll see.
Of course, we're going to have a ton of content throughout post-launch. One of my favorite weapons is going to be coming up very shortly. I think it is one that our fans will go ballistic for.
It's been really fun answering your questions about multiplayer maps, and we're super excited for you to play them.
We are listening, so keep the questions coming.
Okay, that was it. So that was it for the dev talk. Wait. Give me 1 minute. Let me adjust you guys so that we can speak a bit. Sorry guys about that. I needed to do some work. I need to do some work in my house. Okay. But now I'm back. Thank God. And I want to say first that this dev doc that we saw was I get it was a complete disaster for me. Not disaster, but very idiotic. The questions were out of context. Like I get it, it's a it's a map meeting. If you can call it a meeting, it's a talk, but technically it's a meeting. Like, okay, they speak about the maps, but the last question was like doors. Like, okay, I get it. We never wanted to for the doors to come back, but at the same time, if you're gonna answer a question about a fucking door, answer you can answer like more important questions. You can choose to answer about more important stuff than fucking map design or camos or other things like that. Like, do a dev talk about anti-cheat, about the what we can expect for from the game. Like, are there gonna be less hackers, or they are going to do the same like thing that they did with BO6, where every week they posted about how many hackers the anti-cheat has banned. And I get it, it's a different like a whole other team that has their focus on the anti-cheat, but I'm very sure that they can answer some questions themselves about the anti-cheat. Just because they are, it's a whole fucking studio. If you can answer a question about an anti-cheat, like, what do you expect to do? Like, come on, some of the questions were fucking horrendous. I mean, like, doors? Colorful maps? Come on, you can do better than that. You can do better than that, Treyarch. You don't need to answer, like, questions from idiots. Come on. Okay, I was very disappointed in this video. I expected to hear something like to the extent of like the anti-cheat, like how the anti-cheat was going to perform in the game, but halfway through the reaction I just noticed that it was like it was for maps only. But it was for if it was for maps only, what why the hell would you answer a question like doors? I can't answer if the maps were going to be like, I do not know, Stonehaven sized or like Stakeout sized. Pick and choose, like pick and choose. Come on. It was very disappointed. Like, this dev talk didn't it was better if like if they didn't make it. Like, if they didn't post this talk, nothing would have changed. Not that it changed something. It gave us like, at least it gave us some perspective to what the game is going to be. But oh fuck, man, I mean, come on. You chose you choose to do like a dev talk some months with the creators in your community, and you chose the most lame subjects. Like, they could do a dev talk to where they answer the problems with the game, like the game breaking glitches, the servers, the SBMM, the anti-cheat. But nope, they chose to do a dev talk about the multiplayer maps. I'm ending this video now because I will fume from my ears if I see these lame questions again, or this fucking lame talk from the devs, because I wanted to do this video just because I hoped that they will have something nice in the game. The only nice thing that I saw from the video was that they gave us a nice perspective of what BO7 is going to be like. Not that we didn't already knew how BO7 would turn out, but it's a small step at least. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today's video. Let me know down in the comments how you feel about this dev talk, and if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's on the Treyarch channel. And until next time, peace.